Honorable Minister of Tourism. Honorable Member for Mwanza Central, you have 10 minutes.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, thank you so much for awarding the people of Mwanza Central a rare opportunity to stand in this August House to comment on the State of the Nation's address of the 2024-25 budget meeting of the fourth meeting of the 56th Assembly. Madam Speaker, Madam, the people of Mwanza Central would want first of all to concur and agree with the State President on the following observations, and that is to say, there is a need for us as a country and as a people to develop our country in unison. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, before I go deep into the intricacies and intrigue, let me say that democracy is the institutionalization of freedom, and politics is the maximization of happiness. Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mills, the classical utilitarians, impressed upon all of us to make sure that we embrace ethics and morality to maximize happiness in politics. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, I have this book because people may want to read. This is the book about Chairman Mao Zedong. Chairman Mao had said, and I quote, "The reason why Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek, then a nationalist leader in China, lost the mainland China, it is because the Generalissimo, as prowess as a military leader as he was busy listening to his wife, his brother-in-law, and his cousins. He lost the whole China." It's a warning to leaders when they create a big man syndrome and listen to wives, cousins, and daughters. Margaret Thatcher, this book's about Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was one of the most elaborate British Prime Minister. He won the War of Falkland. On a middle man's point of view, he was an ideal leader for ideal time. But Margaret Thatcher went down, lost the prime ministership when he or she parted ways with three prominent cabinet members and members of the Conservative Party: Nigel Lawson, Chancellor of Exchequer, and the Treasurer General of Conservative. Sir Geoffrey Howe, Vice Leader of Vice President, but there, Vice Leader of the Conservative Party, and Michael Heseltine, the Minister of Defense. When those people parted ways because of the Euroscepticism that ensued there, Margaret Thatcher lost the premiership. When leaders lose brilliant people within among themselves, they themselves lose everything. This is the book. If people want to read, I can borrow them about Margaret Thatcher. Madam Second Deputy, Madam, I am standing here as a novice for the first time. I have no political party, and allow me to be free to say whatever I can. But I want to say this. I want to say this, and that is to say, because the inference and the connotation and the regurgitated political overtones that ensued therein was that I committed crime by association, and then when you have a woman who all the time say, the other woman that you said, but you have been saying so I'm going to allow.
Honorable member for Mwanza Central, all that is in the SONA or it is something else?
Those are the precursors, the preambles. First of all, I want to thank the state president, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, for coming to Mwanza and giving to Mwanza the people that they have yearned for a long time, the Mwanza Stadium. But I want to say this, he not only did that, he visited Mwanza Secondary School. As we are talking right now, Mwanza Secondary School is being renovated and the block is at an advanced stage. He visited Mwanza Teaching Hospital. As we are talking right now, Mwanza Teaching Hospital is now having a facelift. We will reconstruct the male ward, TB ward, pediatric ward. All those are going to be refurbished. Madam Secretary, Madam, when the state president came, he donated, through the first lady, he donated 200 mattresses and bed sheet, including some snacks and niceties for the little kids. All what we are saying, Mwanza, is thank you. First Deputy Speaker, Madam, in Mwanza right now, our big problem is hunger because we have a recurrent and persistent dry spell. All the maize have withered, and it is my hope. I was just talking to the Minister of Agriculture. He has agreed, assured me, that at Tulongondo, we will have a permanent market at Tulongondo to sell maize because to alleviate the suffering and hunger at Tulongondo and Kunene Good and Ziaya. Thank you so much, and we expect that to have to happen. Madam Secretary, Deputy Speaker, Madam, I want to say that through the Constituency Development Fund, we have constructed a long list of developments. But just to mention but a few, if you may allow me, Madam Secretary, Deputy Speaker, to read. We have constructed Manchiji Timber Bridge. We have the construction of Chesa Block is on. Madapi is a teacher's house. We have constructed the police unit at Guneregude. It's too long, But through CDF, Mazapit, through CDF, Mwanza has seen a lot of development. I want to agree with the state president on the issue of mega farms. Mega farms are very important. They will rejuvenate the what we used to call settlement schemes. We used to have Wovwe, Hara, Domasi, Muona. Those were the big things that made Malawi self-sufficient in food. In fact, US only, Madam Secretary Deputy Speaker, was among the people who opened the Ngerenge farm in Karonga to produce aromatic, nice, tasty Kilombero rice. We would hope that the mega farm will transform this country, mainly the mechanization. We can't continue using a hole and expect that we are going to have a bump or self-sufficient in food. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, on the rejuvenation of companies, we used to have Agrimo, we used to have Eco Products, we used to have Tambala Foods, we used to have Press Corporation, Press Properties, Press Agriculture, we used to have Pew, Plumbing and Engineering Works. All those are not there. But with the introduction of Malawi Development Corporation, MDC, I hope now our economy will come back and Malawi will have a self-sustaining companies who will be able to produce things for the good of this country.
Consider winding up, Honorable. Honorable members, the honorable member started at 5 minutes after 4. Then he has his 10 minutes, 1 minute to go.
In fact,
period.
In fact, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I'm not contending to do that. Don't use words like period. Because I'm not.
It's not to you, but to the honorable member of Usalima Southeast.
Okay, I hope when you are talking, you also add for because my people are not here. Now, the people of Mwanza are expecting that when the stadium is opened, there will be an additional development. The people of Nchoteni, Ikos Kandukumasego, Kunane Kude, Ziaya, Lipenga, Chitumbwi, Lupia, Tronkondo, Ngadziwe, Pitala, Digisoni, all those Mpima, they will benefit a lot, because when you build a stadium to people, when the teams come to play, our villagers go there and sell zitumbua and whatever. They are small mechanized or small businesses will thrive. And Mwanza is a border district. It's the face of the country. It is only right and proper for it to develop. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, I want to say this as I go to winding up. In this country, Malawi, there shall never be a president that will mark what the state president now, as we are talking right now. And I'm not pampering. You start a war, you dismiss people, you must know that they will not take it easy.
With these remarks, Honorable.
Wait, it is easy. Wait. And I want to say this. In politics, when you fire somebody, J. Edgar Hoover advised in 1945, he advised President J.F. Kennedy that you fire somebody, you create another front, another war. You fire me, you must know that I'll not take the line. We will fight.
With these remarks, Honorable.
Hey, wait.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you.
Hey, wait.
Thank you.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam Second, let me say, kumwanza tikupemba chinthu chimodzi. Njala,
Honorable Member.
Masukulu, zipatala, zonsezo boma lilichita.
That's not the language we are using here, Honorable.
Kumwanza tikuti ziko. With those remarks, I hope the Minister of Mining will come and visit, because we have a large mining deposit.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Mwanza Central. For record purposes, the Honorable Chair did not say idiot. I said period, not idiot, because idiot is unparliamentary. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Palombe Central, and then we go to Lilongwe City Center, and then we shall go to this side. Thank you. But you have your 10 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Honorable members, please let him start.
Check the time. Huh? Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for giving the people of Palombe Central an opportunity to comment on the SONA as presented by the President on Friday, February 9th, 2024. Madam Speaker, allow me, before I delve into the SONA, to give a report through you to the government of Malawi, a report on the food insecurity. A report on the food insecurity status in Palombe Central. Madam Speaker, as I stand here in this honorable house, the people of Palombe Central are on the verge of starvation. The hunger situation in Palombe Central has reached alarming situation to the extent that each passing day we are losing 1 or 2 people are dying because of hunger. Madam Speaker, today we have buried a person, a man, a fully grown man who has died due to hunger in Palombe Central. I have the name, but for the sake of decency, I will not mention that name. Madam Speaker, the people under T.A. Nyezerera and Sub-T.A. Horo, coming from the disaster of Friday, as I speak, they are pressed between a rock and a hard place, because now we are experiencing the Super El Nino, which is ravaging almost the whole country. Maize is wilting. I am surprised that others are saying, yet their maize is also wilting in their constituencies. Madam Speaker, as I stand here, the people coming from Group Village Headman John, people under Group Village Headman Matepwe, Group Village Headman Mukake, Tunga, Nampinga, Boyd are living on empty stomach on days 8. Madam Speaker, it is a terrible situation in Palombe Central. We need food aid as a matter of urgency. I am aware, let me acknowledge, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, that NGOs like CICOD are trying their best, but if it is a few farmers who are currently benefiting, we need more maize in Palombe Central before we can lose a lot more people. Madam Speaker, having said that, allow me to comment on the SONA as presented by the President. I am going to specifically comment on 3 areas: agriculture, energy, and transport. Madam Speaker, Malawi in particular, just like the whole world in general, we are experiencing climate change. And this climate change is causing untold suffering to the people. Madam Speaker, common sense will therefore tell us, in the face of unreliable rainfall, common sense will tell us that we need to focus on irrigation, because that is the way to ensure food security in the face of drought. Along that line, Madam Speaker, I would like to encourage the present government to do a lot of investment in irrigation by establishing a lot of irrigation sites across the country. I would also like to ask this government to enter into contract farming with Ilovo Malawi and even Salima Sugar. I'm mentioning these 2 companies because they have capacity to irrigate large trenches of land for maize production. This is not going to be the first time that government has done it. During the era of late Professor Bingu Mutharika, may he so rest in peace, contracts were also entered between government and Ilovo Malawi to produce food maize. Madam Speaker, it is very important. It is very important to increase hectarage for irrigation, because that will go a long way in ensuring food security.
Honourable member holding the floor, we have a point of order. May you resume your seat. Blantyre North, what has gone out of order?
Thank you, Second Deputy Speaker. You recall that earlier on, the Leader of the House complained about the remarks which are being made off the mic. Continuously, Salima Southeast has been mentioning unpalatable words. When the honourable member who is holding the floor complained about the drought, he said, I don't want to mention it, but that's very shameful. And unfortunately, you allow him to go on and on without being punished. That's very unfair because the leader of the House complained about it. Now he's saying someone is talking about something very serious about the drought in the country, and he said, Peter Kakodzere iweyo. Is that fair?
Honorable member, I sustain your point of order. Indeed, it is not good to be speaking when someone is holding the floor and then you take advantage of not being on the mic to be speaking anything that you want to. That is not fair, and it is unparliamentary. Thank you. Honorable member, continue.
Second Deputy Speaker, thank you so much. Don't be surprised, always empty tins make a lot of noise. Madam Speaker,
Honorable member, we don't have empty tins here. We are all for sure.
Madam Speaker, thank you for giving me the space to continue my comment onto the SONA. The third suggestion which I'm making to this government in order to improve food security in this country is that in this coming budget, 2024 to 2025 financial year, there is urgent need to include a lot of billions into the budget, specifically or purposefully to buy food maize. Because as we speak, we call it food maize because other maize is for livestock, so we call it food maize. That is a technical word. Madam Speaker, as I speak right now, a disaster is unfolding before our eyes because of this current drought. We need to do something. We need to plan big in order to avert the death of many Malawians. Madam Speaker, allow me to comment on the energy. The second issue is the issue of energy. The President rightly mentioned that energy or electricity is an important ingredient for wealth creation. I want to remind this government, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, that in 2021, four trading centers were earmarked as being part and parcel of MAREP 9. And these trading centers are Gwesani in Palombe Central, that is, Mangala, Chilaini, and Gogodera. As I speak, those who were affected by this project were already compensated. They have waited from 2021 up to now as I speak. I don't know when. How long should they continue waiting before they are connected to the power? Madam Speaker, the last issue the people of Palombe Central would like to comment on is the issue of transport. Second Deputy Speaker, on 9th February 2024, the people of Palombe Central listened to the President's SONA and were left dumbfounded when the President mentioned a number of road and bridge construction projects, calling them mission accomplished, without mentioning the Migori-Swangoma road, which is a very important road.
Honorable member, I add 2 minutes to your time.
Thank you so
consider
much.
Winding up.
Thank you so much. Second Deputy Speaker, this road, the Migori-Swangoma road, is very important for the people, not only of Palombe Central, but the whole district, Palombe, northeast, in fact, up to Palombe South. This road is very important because it connects them from Lake Chilwa up to Limbe. Madam Speaker, the people under Group Village Headman Johnny, Ntawa, Boidi, Mukake, Chabuka, Kalinde, Chabe, and Mankanamba were specifically surprised when the President concluded his SONA without giving an indication that his government has plans to construct the 40-meter-long Nampende Bridge. Madam Speaker, this bridge is very important to the people of Palombe Central because it gives access to learners who register at Matawa Primary School. The same bridge gives access to people who can get health services at Kalinde Health Center. The same bridge allows people to access services at Kalinde Adimak.
With these remarks,
Madam Speaker, in the absence of this bridge, there is untold suffering with regards to accessing health services, with regards to learners accessing learning at Matawa Primary School. Madam Speaker, the people of Palombe Central are waiting for the day before September 2025. They are waiting for a day when this government is going to construct this important Nampende Bridge.
Thank you.
With these few remarks, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the SONA is supported. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I did recognize Lilongwe City Center.
I thank you very much, Second Deputy Speaker.